Wait, what?
House of the Heart?
They're for Tui? Okay, guys. It's fucking Clash Trial time, apparently. Because we've turned from Genshin Impact to Danganronpa. Let's go. Also, yes, I fixed the webcam. You gonna load or are you gonna freeze? Oh, please don't break on me! There we go. Fix itself.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing.
I do have some thoughts, but let's take things step by step.
Good plan. Impossible things don't just happen. We'll get to the truth one way or another.
The truth is, you a bitch.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects
Navia's so hot on 10 out of 10 Smash.
Them from the stands. Besides, I doubt Farina understands any more about what happened than we do.
Yeah, probably. Farina's dumb.
Yeah. Well, we'll be going then.
Right, you guys know the drill. Every time Mim has to do any sort of Clash Trial, she has snacks. I got biscuits today. So, I got me energy. Also, where the fuck is Child? Oh, fuck her out.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation go?
Shit,
To
mate.
be honest, you might be disappointed.
No. We're already very grateful that you were willing to help.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed. Don't tell me that your investigation came up empty-handed.
Don't tell me that you are the fucking bitch.
That was to be expected, of course. The guilty can never produce proof of their innocence.
Yeah, but they are fucking innocent.
But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly disappointed should you, my most anticipated foe, concede so easily.
Just you wait.
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Shit.
Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we please have Mr. LYNEY explain the trick?
Yes, of course. I will explain while LYNETTE demonstrates on stage. All the necessary items have been prepared.
Just do it. LYNEY clearly reveals the details of the magic trick. Everyone in the audience is stunned.
Thank you, Mr. LYNEY. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina, do you wish to refute his statement in any way?
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. LYNEY is clearly lying.
She's fucking doing Ace Attorney.
There's no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell.
But why would he murder Cowell? That would make no sense.
I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
Okay, how
That
so?
is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that
Oh,
so?
look at this.
And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside your box?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
And you didn't hear anything else at all?
Oh, yeah, the
You
bang.
didn't leave an impression of any kind?
Of course, I
No,
forgot about the
no.
bang.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Oh, shit.
Huh?
LYNEY doesn't know.
Hey, hang on. Something's not right here.
How could LYNEY not know about that sound?
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Oh, shit.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
They probably represent the Oratrice's stance on the trial.
Well then, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my
allow
god,
me to
I am
use the
getting
words
cold.
of the magician himself.
Just grab a
You
jacket.
never know what can happen in the
Yeep.
blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also collapse in the blink of an eye.
Oh, Farina, don't get too ahead of yourself. There's probably a good
I
explanation.
have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rock solid.
She's so
Tell
confident.
me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Wait, what?
House of the Hearth?
They're Fatui? Are you taking the piss?
No wonder they did something like this.
How can they be Fatui?
Serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now it all makes sense.
But why would they do this? If we didn't know that they were Fatui. Oh my god, right. Hold on. Let me think. So if LYNEY and Lynette are Fatui, why would they do this? What is their motive? There is no motive, right? So why would they do
I've
it?
got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Oh shit.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
They probably have good reason for being Fatui though. I can't picture these two being Fatui for a bad reason.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened during that 1 minute.
That would be helpful information, granted.
Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now. Unless your script already has holes in it.
Farina, they do not have holes in the script. I mean...
The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, they look flabbergasted.
She's cheering herself, bless her.
Comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy. Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Are you kidding me? She did an all-nighter for this? That's adorable.
Hey, LYNEY, why didn't you tell us this before?
LYNEY and Lynette are Fatui.
Order! Order! Mr. LYNEY, allow me to re-establish the facts. Lady Farina has raised 2 points.
That she's a bitch. No, I'm joking, I'm
When
joking.
the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true?
There's no doubt about a magician's ability to con others. Given how LYNEY has concealed his identity, this could have all been set up beforehand. Plus, Child is here in Fontaine along with the other house operatives. There must be some scheme at work here. I've been a victim of such schemes before. And now...
Please answer my question, Mr. LYNEY.
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Fuck.
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Permission to speak, Your Honor?
Granted.
Oh, my client has withheld some key information. My defense cannot proceed.
In that case, what is your request?
I request a brief adjournment. There are things that must be discussed.
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Shut the fuck up, you impatient little bitch.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say!
I'm just saying, New Villette is actually starting to grow on me.
Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will reconvene in 1 hour.
So you would stick to Mr. LYNEY's defense even after knowing what you do now? You certainly have more professionalism than I thought.
What do you expect from me? I am like an ex-customer service representative. I don't give up on anybody.
In that case, my dear audience, let's allow the joy of victory to steep for a little while longer.
Also, I'm sorry this has taken me so long to get out. Shit. So, LYNEY and Lynette are Fatui. Well, fuck me. Talk. They're crossing their arms.
This is awkward. I didn't think the Hydro Archon would dig all that up. I'm sorry, Traveler and Paimon.
Why did you not tell us?
Yeah, sorry.
Paimon doesn't know where to start. We trusted you two.
I'm gonna let this go on autoplay because I really need like another biscuit. My energy levels this week are so fucking down because I've just recovered from the flu. That's why it's taking me so long.
Reasoning on the assumption that you weren't bad guys. Not to set the wrong tone or anything, but Paimon's really mad.
I'm very sorry. I know you're angry, and reasonably so, but please, let me explain. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if just hearing the word is enough to make you upset.
And it pisses me off because all my husbands are from the fucking Fatui.
But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Child and
Right
Garmouche,
now,
yes
we
please.
want to save people. As many as we can.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation and the disaster that its people might face.
Mm-hmm.
I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, we could become good friends.
What's your point?
That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you, but chose to hide some details instead. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spending more effort than we need to.
But how can we know this isn't just another lie?
Right. So, you be the judge. Heck, if I were you, I fear that I'd even struggle to trust me at this point.
Lumine is so
One of the
pissed.
who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. All by coincidence, too. But still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no criminal. At least, not in this case.
Sorry. Please forgive us.
Well, you both say that, but...
Yeah. Explain the other issue first. Where did you actually go while the trick was being performed?
Right. Let's hear your answer first, and no lies now.
Of course. I'll answer any question you ask.
Oh, fucking hell. Only problem with biscuits is that you get crumbs.
Find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has a consciousness. Why can it deliver sentences accurately?
Probably
During
something to
our
do with the Archon, right?
investigations, We learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
Mm-hmm.
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick with the objective of getting close to the core.
Why?
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box.
Hence why you said,
So,
right.
after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
Right.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
And what did you find?
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was about to investigate, I heard someone's voice.
Who?
Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came.
Headset's dying again, people!
On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought.
So it was already shaken up when he got out of the box, then?
After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Okay.
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
But why do you want to understand how the Oratrice operates?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
Sorry, my uncle was playing up,
Only
people.
way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. I swear, I didn't hide anything from you this time.
Okay.
It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either.
I don't know how to think
like
about
I
this.
said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui, there's nothing I can do to stop you.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Why me? I believe in the facts. I will defend you from these charges. I believe that judgment will be dispensed as it should.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped pretty badly against you two.
Yeah.
If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously watertight defense.
Actually, we already have the key to the evidence we need. We do?
Huh?
The adjournment's almost over. Let's go back.
Oh, Paimon thinks she gets what you mean.
Paimon, do you want to share it with the class, please? LYNETTE claims that he headed to the chamber containing the oratory's core upon entering the tunnel and did not witness the crime taking place and thus did not hear the thud. LYNETTE claims to have heard a mysterious voice within the chamber that houses the oratory's core within the opera house's underground structures. Okay. So that would suggest that either the Halsey or the guy who got crushed was underground already then. The brief adjournment ends and the nail-biting trial reconvenes.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Yep.
When last we left off, Mr. LYNETTE acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
Okay.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention...
She is such a brat.
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from LYNNEY's perspective.
Try me, bitch. Based on the Based on the opposition's account of events, you can identify loopholes in their statement. Use evidence and clues obtained during the investigation to refute any assertions of fact and replace them with new inferences. Use your inferences to convince the audience and obtain more support from the people. The oratrice will display such shifts clearly. When you find and refute all incorrect content, you can complete the cycle of refutation and unveil the truth. Shit, I'm not good at this!
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her.
That's a bit shady to do in a minute, though.
At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught LYNNEY red-handed. So LYNNEY proceeded to knock him out too before stuffing him into that box. Afterward, LYNNEY passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowell's death would be ruled an accident.
I mean, I can understand her logic, but it's obviously wrong.
And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant's side have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
Fuck yes, I do.
To refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What LYNNEY experienced and what he saw.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Right. The loud sound was from LYNNEY and Halsey's fight, but LYNNEY claimed that he heard nothing in order to cover up the truth. That one?
According to LYNNEY, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Right. LYNNEY knocked Halsey out using the vase and then removed her clothes to prevent her from being identified, but was he really in the tunnel at the time? No one left the opera house during the magic show, and after the incident, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. The young lady's clothes. Oh, I'm not sure on that one, actually. LYNNEY kidnapped Halsey. That one? Nope. Nope. Fuck. The chamber that houses the oratory's core. Maybe that one? Yeah.
LYNNEY went to the room that contains the oratrice's core. This is the actual truth.
Fuck! My head's hurting. Right. Cowell walked in on LYNNEY, so the latter knocks him out with the vase, leading to the victim's death. The existing evidence indicates when LYNNEY returned to the tunnel, the crime had already taken place, and all LYNNEY saw was the young lady's clothes.
LYNNEY did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Yeah.
Attention, attention! Detective Paimon has something to say! When the countdown started, LYNEY did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Nice. Woo! Okay. That's some progress. We're about to equal. Whew. She's so cute!
Wasn't it awesome?
Does anyone want to buy me a pom-pom plush and a Paimon plushie for my birthday? That'd be great.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the incident?
Correct. Moreover, I believe my opposition's reasoning is flawed.
My reasoning?
The onstage equipment was clearly tampered with in a premeditated fashion. However, you say that Cowell bumped into LYNEY by chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, LYNEY only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
She has a good point.
They have a point.
Yeah?
That's right, you tell him! And that's why they're partners of mine. They've managed to turn things around.
Yeah, I've played enough Danganronpa to know. This goes, boy.
Your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims?
Do you happen to remember how you how you refuted LYNEY's alibi initially?
Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not heard that sound? Why do you ask? You're saying that he wasn't?
He wasn't in the box. Ah! Your claim has now become my weapon, and your claim has also become a crucial clue. She's oh fuck. Halsey's a missing person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in any course of any of the members of LYNEY's magic troupe. During the switching performance, there was audible thud. No one left the thing. Irrelevant, 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 and irrelevant. Okay. Right. During that case, then, it's got to be that one.
That's right! LYNEY wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
So that just proves that he wasn't in the box then, basically.
This means that when the crime happened, LYNEY had already entered the basement via the vent.
I love how she's still got these glasses on.
The clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof. How do you like that?
Well played.
Yes!
To think you'd use such logic.
I do love Farina's design, though.
Then, if it wasn't LYNEY who committed the crimes, then who was it?
The murderer was... Select the gear icons in the interface to check corresponding case questions. Select answers and fill all the empty gears to verify correctness of your deduction. If you have made any mistakes, you must make another selection. Once you've answered all the questions logically, you can complete this logic claim. Okay. How did the culprit trigger this onstage accident? The guard's investigation report indicates that the fireworks released near the end of the show ignited and burned through the rope suspended in the water tank above the stage. This then caused the water tank to fall and kill Cowell in the box below. If LYNEY is no longer under suspicion, the only other members of the troupe would have been able to tamper with the props. What was the original plan for the performance? LYNEY gave a detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and LYNETTE himself would also use this tunnel to get to the other side. Having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the on-stage interactions. The clothes belonging to Halsey, what evidence is there that the selected audience member was involved? Okay, the lady who went missing were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Okay. Who was the only person who could have possibly committed the crime? Let me think. Hold on. Who was the only person who could have possibly committed the crime? So Halsey would have been brought down, carried across the tunnel while LYNETTE went the other way. Obviously Cowell was the one who died. Wait. Was Cowell
the deceased's name is Cowell, LYNNETTE's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Exactly. Let me just check
a
all of them.
Person and an ordinary audience member. Or did she have her own scheme all along? Could there have been a third person involved? Is that really a possibility?
The
deceased's name is Cowell.
I think it's Cowell. Yes! Cowell was the one trying to kill.
Huh? That can't be right. Are you serious?
See.
The killer was, in fact, Cowell, the deceased!
Oh, is that so? How interesting! Let's hear your reasoning then.
Oh, I'll give you my reasoning,
What
alright.
I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Okay, how can we envisage LYNETTE as being unable to interfere with the crime?
LYNNETTE was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yes? Yeah. How can I prove there was an altercation in the tunnel?
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal.
Yeah? Who was the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's name is Cowell, LYNNETTE's
Yeah, so it's gotta be Cowell who is... And where did the missing Halsey
It would have
go?
been tough for both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into LYNNETTE as well. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey?
That's actually a really good question. I didn't even think of that. Hypothesis incorrect. Okay, oh, this one's wrong.
It would have been tough for both
That one? Nope. Okay.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
It's gotta be that. Obviously, it's gonna be that. No? Huh. The criminal must have understood the methods behind LYNNETTE's magic trick. Oh, shit. Talking too quick. Leaving aside how he died, Cowell had all the means to commit the crime at his disposal. The strange noise could have likely been the sound of Cowell and Halsey struggling. LYNNETTE was not in the tunnel for 1 minute. This would have given time for Cowell to bring Halsey out of the magic box in the audience stands. But according to the guard's testimony, no one entered or left the opera house. So even if you had taken her, there'd be no means of exiting. Exiting from the box would have been in full view of the audience, pretty much guaranteeing that they would be discovered.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Where in the world did Halsey go?
I see how it is.
So she's still alive.
It's all just a bluff. And here I thought you had something to show for it.
Oh
But
my
it
god.
seems you're
Farina!
so far from the truth.
Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider a different track?
What's that?
Just like the trick as it transpired, the end result must have been utterly different from the magician's initial design.
Yeah.
If only we knew how Halsey disappeared.
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has 3 exits, and none of them seem very likely.
Why is my phone going off? Oh, it's the fiance. Later, baby.
And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real-life person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Magic. Escaping from the water tank. Wait, could it have been the water?
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see that the crowd is growing impatient? There is no greater sin in this opera house than an awkward delay in the performance.
Shit. It's moving towards her again.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Hold on a second.
Lyney was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time.
Yep.
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowell, Lyney's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Yep.
The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Oh! Okay. So Halsey dissolved then? I am so confused.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped.
Oh shit, I forgot to put auto back on. My bad.
Escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just a moment, please. I do hope you know how preposterous you sound.
Farina, shush your brassy ass mouth.
Can ever be transformed into water? This is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I request that we examine Cowell's personal effects.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend LYNEY already knows this truth very well. Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real. We're talking about two completely different things.
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
No, that's completely fair.
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
But why would we stall it?
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Cowell.
After some time, a guard returns with some news.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste.
Okay.
We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately.
Okay.
The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the Primordial Sea.
The Primordial Sea?
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and had an accomplice. The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty.
Oh.
The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Could something so ridiculous actually be true?
Wait, is this something to do with the prophecy?
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy.
Yeah.
But it's just a coincidence, isn't it?
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Just a minute. Could that mean... You two, with me, quick!
Navia?
Well, wait! What about your partners?
Let's go. Just trust me.
Are you gonna share with the class?
Order!
Ah!
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased's personal effects has yielded some surprising results. But we cannot yet verify the veracity of these clues. Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue examining the items along these lines. Mr. LYNEY, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. Thank you, Your Honor. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
Like?
Right! Like the metal hook! That wouldn't make sense at all.
Yeah, of course didn't.
Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordial sea.
The liquid the guards found in Cowell's luggage seems to have the ability to dissolve Fontanians into water. So, who is the prime suspect currently?
The deceased's
Cowell.
name is Cowell, Linny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Yeah. What item did the culprit use to control the timing?
Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
Maybe that? What item did the culprit use to dissolve Halsey? That would obviously be that one.
Sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box.
And what item did the culprit use to hide the mechanism behind the crime?
The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, the focus here is on the water and not the tank.
Fuck. Okay. So what item did the culprit use?
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box. Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
Could be that one, right?
There was something...
Aha! I was close. Very close. Come on, guys. Give me some credit. So, yeah. So Cowell's definitely...
It's Ace Detective Paimon's time to shine again!
God fucking damn it.
In the original plan, Cowell would tamper with the water tank rope and the number selector securing his target.
Mm-hmm.
When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
Mm-hmm.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage.
That makes complete sense.
But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
It's back to equal, Jesus.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
I like how we can see her in internal faults as well.
The only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
Yeah.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence.
Okay.
I shall now invite him on stage to share it with us.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just inspecting the luggage of the other people involved in this case.
Wait, hold on a minute. Why the fuck is it a different guard? Can we have the old one back, please?
And we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among LYNEY's personal effects.
What?
What?
That can't be. Oh, I see. Well, how wonderfully comedic to have your own counter.
Is he being set up?
To come back and wound you.
How would he have even gotten his hands on water from the primordial sea? Well, saying that he is a Fatui.
Does this not clear all doubt? My dear citizens, my loyal audience, allow me to present my reasoning and bring this performance to a swift close.
God, she is so cocky. Alright, we're back to this shit again.
Did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowl then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, LYNEY desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime.
That makes no sense.
Ultimately, he knocked Cowl out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded and ruthless organization.
No, that's not right. Okay.
Right, Mr. LYNEY.
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the road?
No. Oh no.
Oh no. Paimon can't think of anything either. It doesn't look like there's any way around this. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move. Why did this have to happen now?
I think we've all seen enough now, and we have ample witnesses to my flawless reasoning.
Flawless? You were wrong at first, you bitch.
I believe this is indeed the finale.
Nope. Nope.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice, should we not, in your view, move...
Excuse me, everyone, but I must interject.
Navia.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect the ongoing legal proceedings.
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here like to take a little break from all this debate and see a little magic?
What?
I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes. Please, do the honors, Mr. LYNEY, if you would be so kind.
Huh?
What in the world is she saying?
Good question.
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope as a magician.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while presenting a fascinating illusion.
Yeah.
But once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them once again?
Yeah.
Wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale to today's performance? Come on, LYNEY and LYNETTE. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary arrangements on your behalf. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think I should leave the final performance to you.
Guys, can someone explain this to me? I am very confused.
I understand.
She's got a plan. Look at those devious eyes.
And voila.
Wait, she's not dead.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So the whole thing about people dissolving wasn't true after all?
Okay, Nanny, the fuck?
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
Good job, Navia.
That'll teach you to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. I'm the one who killed Cowl. I admit it.
What? Why?
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian, and I'm originally from Mondstadt.
So that's why...
I heard that LYNEY's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one.
That's why the primordial seawater didn't work, because she's from Mondstadt, not from Fontaine.
That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. LYNEY was the one who caught me in the act.
Hey, no wonder you look familiar. So you were the thief! LYNEY even mentioned that you were pretty skilled.
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was onto me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside the opera house.
Can a person even hide in there?
If they're a practiced hand at concealment, probably. A professional thief could make it work.
But I swear I didn't know that the water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
So she's literally just proven our theory correct then. So Cowell poured the primordial seawater on her. Obviously she's from Mondstadt, not from Fontaine, so it didn't work. Probably threw him off of guard, so his next course of plan was to basically kill her himself. That way his trick wouldn't have been revealed. Obviously Lillian here won the fight, pushed Cowell in the box. Obviously it breaks, smashes on him, and he becomes the victim instead of the perpetrator. That makes a lot more sense.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
Yeah, now it's time to refute the Hydro Archon's previous reasoning.
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lillian's perspective.
Lillian, that's what it's her fucking name. God, Jesus Christ, my head. So, LYNEY entered the tunnel. Right, okay. Cowell planned to use the prepared apparatuses for the magic tricks to dissolve Halsey into the magic box. As Halsey has appeared completely unharmed before all of our eyes, Verena's conjecture no longer holds water. And how would Halsey have reacted when she suddenly began to trickle in? She would have... That one? Nope. Fuck. Seems unlikely that it was not to... That one? Nope. I'm trying... See, this one doesn't make sense to me. This one? Nope. Okay, that one makes no...
The sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lillian's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Oh! Right. LYNEY wanted all the credit and glory and wanted to get rid of his partner, so as Halsey has appeared completely unharmed, but there is evidence proving that the fight did indeed break out in the tunnel. That would be the vase.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lillian and Cowell.
Right, yep. Obviously, he got knocked out. Then using the method used to dissolve young girls, he got rid of Cowell, disguised as an accident as Halsey. It's appeared completely but after the fight, then what did Halsey do? She changed out of her clothes.
Lillian was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time. Just what one might expect of an experienced thief.
Perfect.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time!
Let's go.
Having been selected out of the blue, Lillian panicked. Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. So she kicked the door open, producing the thud we all heard. Hearing the commotion, Cowell leapt into the tunnel, only to discover that Lillian had not dissolved.
Because she's from Mondstadt, not Fontaine.
I did not know that Lillian was not from Fontaine, but was a thief who made her way in by stealing a ticket. Mistakenly believing that the water from the primordial sea needed time to take effect, he tried to force Lillian back into the box. The two broke the flower vase during the struggle, but Lillian came out on top, knocking Cowell out and putting him in the box. With no way of escaping, she changed her clothes and hid in the costume trunk until the performance ended.
Boom. Yes.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the Opera House these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons. So, she swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story.
Bravo! Bravo!
Why are we bravoing? Yes!
Now then, Lady Farina, do you wish to speak against the defense's statements?
You can. You can.
Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As such, I request that the prosecution not leave the room before the proceedings have concluded.
Yep, basically keep your ass here, you bitch.
What? Are you reading my mind now?
Yes.
No, I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some
I do love her, though. I genuinely do love her.
Look at that! She's like a deflated balloon
She
now.
literally is a child,
If there are
bro.
no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events.
God, he's so badass.
The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Cowell, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list.
I'm streaming this in the Discord server.
Selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman to said box. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim.
Yep.
Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house.
Okay.
As for LYNEY, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that LYNEY, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Yay!
While there is much in LYNEY and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Okay. What's the Oratrice going to decide? That's so cool.
As such, LYNEY and LYNETTE are officially declared not guilty.
Yay! Let's go!
Great work, partners.
Fucking Danganronpa experience. Let's go. Let's not celebrate just yet.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn.
Oh.
How did you find the water from the primordial sea in LYNEY's baggage?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dare to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's notes was not LYNEY, but you, yes?
Oh. You're fucked, boy.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Admit the truth.
Quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following orders. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto LYNEY, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said this was the best opportunity to do so.
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, you have become a liability to said higher-ups, yes? Therefore, you would be wise to tell everything you know, and seek the protection of the guards.
Yes, I'll tell you everything I know.
Okay, let's hear it.
Discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea. I mean, this is the boss we're talking about. The...
He turned into water.
And now he can no longer talk.
Such ruthlessness. I shouldn't have expected any less of them.
We were about to get some good information.
Outrageous act.
Fuck's sake.
All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Fuck. However, nothing is found on the scene apart from the liquid left behind after the guard disappeared. Shit.
So, we're just going back now?
The problem seems to have been solved for now. We're not needed here anymore.
That's true, but...
Traveler, Paimon! Please wait.
LYNEY...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end, even after you learned that I'm a member of the Fatui.
I'm not mad at these two, to be honest, but I can understand why Lumine is after all the shit we've had with the Fatui. I just didn't wish to see anyone be falsely accused. I just wanted to be sure that we're square.
I guess. But regardless, I'd like the opportunity to set things straight.
How?
I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself, just plain LYNEY this entire time. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then too.
Oh.
The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering, would you mind hearing a story? It's about my past.
I really need to learn how to mute these, because I am deafened for the reference.
LYNETTE and I were left wandering the streets.
Oh no.
To survive, I took to surreptitiously observing an older street performer who did magic. It took me several days to figure out how he pulled off his amazing tricks. I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform magic tricks there. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
Where's the story going?
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was.
What do you mean?
After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that Lynette was not on the same return vehicle as me. I waited a long time after we returned home, but she did not come back. I went to that noble's bedroom and asked him about her whereabouts. The answer he gave me was, she caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh no. So he was gonna... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal with such people?
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law.
Oh my god. Shit! So what happened after that?
I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person, and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in, all I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood, and the knave standing there in the darkness.
So she saved them.
So, she'd already taken care of that guy.
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans.
Oh my god.
Father, I mean, the knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me an offer. The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our freedom.
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The knave is after Nanosis, isn't she?
She has her own plans. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis' power once she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to break the prophecy and save Fontaine.
So she believes in that prophecy too?
So hold on, the Fatui are actually trying to prevent the prophecy. As this story progresses, I am genuinely getting more and more confused whether the Fatui are actually good guys or bad guys, because I'm starting to lean towards them being good now. Sure, they may be doing things in a bit of a weird way, but like, the Tsaritsa wants all the Gnosis for a reason, right? It's because she wants to go against the heavenly principles. So, obviously, because we've got Ventis, we've got Zhonglis, we've got A's, / Raiden Shogun, we've got Nahidas, and if this plan succeeds, they're going to have Farina's too. So, theoretically, she's going to have 5 Gnosises, right? Or Gnosis. So, after this one, it's Pyro. Trying to think of the other one. Fuck. What regions are we missing? So, we've had Wind, Geo. So, we've had fucking Animo, Geo, Electro, Dendro, and this would be Hydro. So, we need Pyro. I'll check it in a minute.
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that crisis.
So they're trying to stop the prophecy?
Huh? This case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water.
Shit.
Thus further supporting the prophecy.
Oh no.
Everyone at Hotel Bouffe d'été, including the knave,
Bouffe
has
d'été?
their roots in Fontaine. And we will always defend our homeland.
What? There goes my
To us
charger.
orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a Gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
I'm sorry, but I still cannot completely trust you.
It's alright. I understand. The only thing I can do is relate all this to you.
Oh, God.
I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right.
I don't know what to
If you should
think.
need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain LYNEY.
Understand. Goodbye.
Bye, Linny.
Yeah, even Paimon doesn't know how to feel at this point. And obviously she's sticking with the Traveler, because that's what she does, but... Shit! Right. Leave the Opera House. Right, before we do that, this is going to bug the fuck out of me. Right, so... I'm going on to characters in a minute, because I'm trying to work out who we haven't got. Obviously, Cryo is the Saritsa, so it's not Cryo. Which one is it I'm fucking missing? I don't think I am missing one, am I? No, because these are... yeah, also, ignore how many characters I got low level. Number... Oh yeah, I did pull Farina, by the way. I literally did a single pull when I got her. Haha. I do plan to level her, for the reference. Obviously, oh yeah, I also got the heat. I got 5 stars, I haven't even leveled them. I'm going to trigger so many people. Right, so... Wait, hold on. Let's have a look at the archives. Equipment and be instrument. I just want to see... Okay, right, hold on. Let's just go character archive. Here we go. Right. And then we're going to put this in elemental type. Okay, right. So we have Animo, because that was Venti. We've got Geo. That was Zhongli. We've got Electro. That was the Raiden Shogun. We've got Dendro. That was Sumeru. We got Hydro, which is obviously going to be Fontaine, because I imagine the Gnosis is going to get taken. Then we've got Natla, which is going to be Pyro. And then it's obviously Snezhnaya, which is Cryo. So outside of Hydro and Pyro, we actually have all the Gnosis now, which just to me raised the question: are we going to be going to like Snezhnaya, and are we actually facing the Saritsa? Because that would be really fucking interesting, but I have no fucking clue. And then also, let's not forget from my reaction from the Genshin Impact like kind of story teaser, there is also mentions of Conria. So we could be going to Conria as the last region. I have absolutely no idea, because I am purposely not spoiling myself in the story. But let me know what you guys think. I'm going to leave this particular episode here because I've been recording for well over an hour, and I think this is a really good place to leave it off. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys again in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye!